Greetings everyone, I'm Elizabeth, and today I am going to go over my recent Brutus Monroe shopping sprees. Not big sprees, just little ones, but they're super cute and I had to share. It's going to be a two-part video. This part is about these goodies. The other part is about these goodies. Oh yes, I got some more Simon Hurley inks. Yes, I said more because what I have isn't enough and I am indefinite full set syndrome right now over those. But to start with, we will start with some double-sided permanent tissue tape at brutusmonroe.com. It is on sale, or it was when I bought it. I didn't realize it was like this mega roll though. It's huge. But you know what that means? It's going to last forever. Because you can snip little bits. You can rip it. It's good to go. So let's give it a try, right? I mean, it's here. Let's see what we got going on. We're going to go tissue tape. We're going to throw that other piece away. And then we're going to do tissue tape for tissue. Hold on. I'm trying to peel the tape. Tissue tape for something clear. Tissue tape for some vellum. Okay. Now, let's throw in these. Because most people back in the day, probably still now, have the fabulous stuff, you know, and we'd put down just a little bit of this behind the vellum because it's tacky. This stuff you don't need very much and it's gonna hold your stuff down, but I'm gonna put down a big strip just because we want to see what's going on, right? And then this here is dollar store craft tape. They've got some new stuff down their craft aisle, and I think it's wonderful. You don't get very much on it. I mean, I've made a few cards with this, and the roll's almost gone. It doesn't last as long as this stuff. But I also paid more for this. So, there you go. Get another strip of that. We're going to put that down there, and then we're going to get one last one for our third sample. Put that down there. Scoot you out of the way. So we got the red tape. We've got we've got double-sided tape from Darcy at Brutus Monroe's. Don't mind me. I forgot how to talk just a few minutes ago. I'm still learning, you know. But here we go. Okay. So, Doris double-sided tape. Doris double-sided tape. The big roll. Then we have the red tape. Then we have the dollar store. So that's how we have it set up here. Okay. I'm going to rub these down so that I can peel them up. Hopefully without any issues. Okay, so far so good. Nope, had to open. Go and say something. Oops, don't stick your fingers in it. You know, normally I don't have this much trouble peeling up tape. But of course, you know, you're trying to do a video, which I don't do very many. I'm trying to, but I get so frustrated. It's like, I have to do it over because I messed up. Oh, I have to do it over because... Anyways. So very first thing off the bat, you can kind of see that the Doris is trying to blend in. Okay, the red tape is definitely yellow, and the dollar store tape looks more white, and it's trying to blend in as well. So let's see what we can see. So we're going to take some vellum and stick that right over the top. Ooh, do you see me sticking that right over the top? And I left some of the tape showing so we can kind of compare it. Okay, so that is vellum. We got some tissue tape, or tissue tape. You're such a dork. Tissue paper. Yes, it's Christmas paper because that's what was in the bin. And then I have a small something. And this is the other thing. You think you're so prepared. You cut yourself a little clear piece of plastic so that you can see how plastic will stick. Fabulous. Pardon me while I grab another piece. I keep acetate off of all sorts of packaging because alcohol's really cool. And you can do shaker cards with it and various other things. I'm going to just cut this down just a little bit more. Okay. Alright, I'm going to burnish these down because we want them nice and stuck on there, right? Alright, what do we got going on? Not too shabby, huh? And then the tissue over it, not too shabby. You can definitely see that the yellow tape or the red tape definitely is yellow, and it shows through the tissue. And these two just try and blend really good. Okay, we're gonna do another example. We're gonna fold this in half. We're gonna do one more test. We're gonna do it over color because, right? You've done something, okay, and you want a spot of vellum over your project. So let's see what happens when you do a spot of vellum over your color. See that? I just ripped it in half. Pardon me. Now, should you jump out your chair and go to the dollar store and buy the one roll that seems to be working pretty good? Should you jump on the internet and buy some from Brutus Monroe? No, don't have to. I mean, if you have double-sided tape, you have double-sided tape. Now, here's what I would recommend. If you have double-sided tape that turns yellow, that you can really see, but it's super tacky, just remember you don't need a ton of it to make stuff stick. Okay, and I'll do a little demonstration of that here real quick too. Okay, there's the Brutus Monroe, the dollar store, and the red stuff. We went backwards on that one, but that's okay. Okay. These two don't do as much as this one does. Okay, these try to blend in a little bit more. This one is screaming, oh, look at me, look at me. But, okay, I don't know if you noticed. I had to really pull on those to get them off. Which brings me to one point, okay? You have a card. You have a piece of vellum that you want to do. You have a sentiment that literally has one place thick enough for your tape. Okay? You put your tape behind that one spot so it doesn't show through. Or maybe it shows through so teeny weeny that you couldn't even tell, right? I'm going to do it this way on this. No, I'll do it this way on this. I'll save that piece for another day. Okay, put your sentiment on the paper. That one, just give a nice squeeze. That one little dot is going to hold up. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere unless you literally reef on. Okay, it's going to stay there. So you don't need much. You put your little flower or whatever over the top of that and nobody will know that's how it's being held on. Pardon me. You know, so you don't need much. A teeny little bit of super strong tape. And all three of these are super strong. You saw that, okay? I taped this together. That's how strong all three of them are, okay? I had to really pull to get those off. Even acetate, okay? Look at that. So you're not going to need a ton. That's what was so fabulous. When this came out, it was the bomb. It literally was like the answer to a lot of people's prayer because you didn't need a lot. You just put a little thing in it and that's going to stay. Just going to stay right there for you. So, permanent tissue tape. Worth it? I think so. I mean, because you can use it for more than just that. It's super strong. You can use it for your daily projects. No big deal. The other thing I got is I finally got on the wagon for these multi-layered cutters. I don't even know what you call them. Foundation dies. I did not pay that for that because it was on sale. Plus, I have a subscription with Brutus Monroe, so I also get a discount. So, I log out of the account to see how much the sale is. If I like, you know, if you have a coupon or whatever, you can log out and use your coupon. Or log in and see what it is without the coupon. With your subscription, sometimes it's cheaper to use your subscription discount. But I was watching Jennifer McGuire and she did a full sheet of color, several different colors, and so she popped out all the colors and mixed and matched them. Well, you can make a lot of cards mixing and matching colors, so I was really impressed with her videos on these little guys. And then yep, sweet. This will be fabulous because this big one is the my small cards. I get these at Hobby Lobby or wherever. Well, I didn't. My mother, bless her heart, had bought several boxes of these. So I've been trying to use them up. So this 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, so that's what this one's going to cut out, this top one, which means if you use the next size down and you have a whole background paper, you can cut out perfect squares, especially if your paper trimmer likes to skip and doesn't cut perfectly, which is very frustrating. Next up is the mixed media stencil. This one here is the sequin pattern builder. And I like circles. I don't know why, but I've been collecting circle stencils as much as I can. These ones, and I heard that this, you can toner foil it. So I'm going to have to try some toner foil on this. But, so I want to just see what this does real quick. So if you'll bear with me. Oh, I didn't clean up from the last time I used my green. Aw, there it is. It's all gone now. What color should we use? Ooh, let's use some Bee Sting by Mr. Simon Hurley. And I'm going to do light. And then I'm going to go back and do a little bit more. Ooh. That's what I like about his inks, is you can build them up. So you can use the same color. Soak up that. Wow. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's going to make some great backgrounds. Clean my brush there. In case you're wondering, it's a makeup brush. This one's Eco Tools. I got a 3-pack of them at Walmart for $16. I wasn't happy with the ones I had gotten from the dollar store where the handle's more like a toothbrush. Is too weird. But it's got 3 sizes. Oh, there he is. the biggin. These are the 3 sizes. They clean so easily. This is the one I was just using. Wiped it off. Super clean. Well, not really that, but that's okay. And then I clean off my stencil. I don't know if you know this, but if you clean your stencil over another sheet of paper with a dry rag, because Simon Hurley inks are really nice, stencil's clean. Okay, nice and clean. But then your clean off left a super light impression. You see that? So grab a piece of scrap paper or whatnot, and when you're going to clean your stencils, clean them off on something else, and then you get a twofer. Pretty clever. Okay, so that's this little stencil. Now what you can also do with this stencil is you tape it off, and you get some sequins, right? And you take your sequins and you tell yourself, okay, this is going to be my heart. So you put a sequins there. Okay, and then let's see, how do you make a heart? Durr. I picked a tough one there. I don't know what I'm doing. This one, this one, this one. Oh no. Anyways, you would put your sequins in there, right? So these are sequins. Think of it as a light bright, right? Yeah, that's what I should have done. Not this one. So you put your sequins in there. You can fill those in with your sequins. And then these would be different colored sequins. And you've just made a pattern with sequins. Pretty clever, I think. I probably won't do the sequins, but I really like the dots. So that's what I got. I got some dots. Now the other stencil I picked up is this lovely thing right here. And when I saw it, I got ideas for that little square there. It's very similar to their Stencil of the Month Club. Stencil of the Month for this month's Stencil Little Month Club. It's got some beautiful flowers, and I'm just like, oh, you could do so much with those. And that's why I went searching. I ordered the Stencil of the Month Club. That should be here when they ship those out. Hopefully soon. I need it like now. But this one is called... What is this one called? Huh. There's no label. Well, that's weird. I'm trying to see if the label fell out when I was doing something. But you know, the whole backing of it doesn't even look like the other stencil, see? This is all printed right in there, and it's got a label. This one, I think they forgot to label it. Oh well. I will go on their website after I post this and put it in the description of what it's called. But for now, let me show you how this one looks. We're gonna go with some, how about some rosy cheeks and some overzealous. Both Simon Hurley inks. We're gonna clean the brush really good this time because we don't want the red in my green. Well, it wouldn't show up on my ink pad. Where it would show up would be on the paper as blended. Okay, hold still. We're just gonna do like this corner here. Okay, we're gonna get that just to show you a little bit how it works. And to clean it, just get in there, scrub it really good. Gonna go get the pink. I'm just gonna blend it right there on the smooth surface. Oh, look, it moved. Oh, look at that. It lined back up. How fabulous. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay. Now, this one, I just did super light. Look at that. Now, this is what I was thinking with this stencil, okay? This stencil is so pretty. I'm just gonna give it a cleaning here real quick. Again, this is just a dry rag. Stencil's cleaned. It didn't do as well as the polka dots because, again, I used a very light hand to do this, okay? But if you stencil the inner square, okay, don't mask it off, but stencil it so that you see this color runs over the top of it, and then you see this. That will give you exactly, oops, shouldn't be cutting on that mat. Okay, that's right, I didn't even go through. Uh-oh, somebody needs to change their blade. I don't use my knife that much. I use this knife every day for everything. Okay, so you can pop out that center square, okay? You take that out, you can put anything you want behind there. You could turn it into a shaker card. You could, use my brain just fried again. Shaker card, embellishments, you know, 3D embellishment, a sentiment or something that you triple stack right there. Or, okay, here's what I was thinking. You have this beautiful floral design. You do it in pastels. Okay. Little baby chick. Little Easter egg. Okay. You got an Easter stencil. Do this with some oranges and some yellows. You've got Thanksgiving. Do it in some bright reds and greens, golds and silvers. You've got Christmas. I think this is going to be super universal. And then, you know, you do your embellishments. You know, you take some glossy accents on the little circles. Pop those up. You run Nuvo drops or something. If you're really feeling it, you could go around some of the... I tell you, my brain is fried. Pardon me while I knock you around there. You can pick a section of your element and go in with some Nuvo drops or some puffy paint or anything just to highlight one section. Okay, so maybe that's what you do on these parts of the flower. Okay, so then this here would be filled in. And voila, you can add embellishments where the void is. Okay, again, the centerpiece, all sorts of stuff. But the biggest thing is I was flipping through brutusmonroe.com and I says to myself, those gnomies are so cute. I must have them. And then I went, wait. And I go back to this. I'm like, ooh, a gnomie should sit in the middle of there for any holiday. Oh yes, these gnomies, they say, what do they say? They're backwards. Let's flip them around. Stuck to the packaging here. Gnome, sweet gnome. There's gnome, one like you. Merry Gnomus. Packages. Little bundle of little gnomies. Now if you look at the gnomes, hat, patchwork, beard, mustache, shoes. Okay. Granted, that's a little bell. But you could snip that off. Put a little spider there. Okay, you could paint their little leggies orange, purple, green. Okay, same thing up here. Do an orange, purple, green scheme. And you've got Halloween gnomes. Paint them in browns, oranges, and yellows. You got a Thanksgiving gnome. Just because they have Christmassy stuff, they don't scream Christmas themselves. You could decorate them any color. Let me pop one off and just give a quick go round and show ya what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's nice and sticky. I'm not going to pull out anything fancy. I'm just going to put him on the block. Put him on the chopping block. I'm using the Raven black ink. Okay. I'll turn my paper one more time so we can see this little guy. Okay. Now he's supposed to be a Christmas gnome, but you know, Thanksgiving comes first. Now how fun would it be if you sent the same gnome to your friend in different outfits? Okay, I'm just gently wiping my little... I gotta clean him. Make sure he's all clean. Now, of course, you'd put him in the Misty or something if you didn't stamp very good. Or you can get one of your fine liners. Some micro thingy. These are all good with inks. alcohol inks and stuff. No big deal. Ta-da! Perfect stamping. I pulled out some colors. I thought, because it's not going to be spectacular, we're just going to turn him into a Thanksgiving Nomi. We're going to start with this here brown. Not that in though. Okay, I got to work around my camera here. Let me try this way. Okay, sorry about the shadow. I don't know if I can fix that a little bit. Okay. Now, this is not going to be a fabulous job. This is just fill it in so you can see what I mean. See my vision. Okay, brown. Hint of orange. Gotta sing when you color. Do what makes you happy. Now, this is not marker paper. This is not anything fancy paper. This is Park Lane 110-pound cardstock from Joann's with a 50% coupon. Yeah. Okay, now I should have picked some other like face colors, but I didn't. Oh well. We're gonna do yellow. Now, I'm not doing a fabulous job coloring. Well, one, my nose isn't up against the page because that's how I like to color. But the camera's in a way. So I can't like just get down in there and lay my head on the desk and do some coloring. We're going to do some yellow shoes though. His little yellow rain boots. Does his little yellow rain boots need some polka dots? Yes, I think so. And little mitts. Because you know, it's a fall. His hands might get cold. Especially going and hopping in some puddles. I don't like that yellow up there. Well, that one looks about the same. Eh. Do some dotting and see how easily we went out of the box. We went non-Christmas. Where's that orange at? And if you're having troubles with your colors, just build them up. Use the same ones. Do them a little bit quicker. So what did I do? I had gone in with some brown in a smaller section. Oops. Go in with the orange right over it. Go back in with the yellow. Just let it soak in there. See how that blended out a little bit better? Again, going with the brown straight away. Hit it with the orange super fast. Go in with the yellow. Yeah, don't mind me. Get rid of your brush strokes. Go in with the big end where you can. Okay. Ta-da! Well, not really ta-da. I gotta get over there. And brown, orange, yellow. And we're gonna have our Thanksgiving Nomi, just because we changed the colors. Especially since they don't have anything that screams, I'm Christmassy. And even with the bell, you know, he could be a fisherman who needs his little bell to ring for the fishies, and whatnot. You know, you don't have big fat markers. Ooh, that's like, that's a hideous color. Yeah, I guess I should have tried that before I used it. He's going to be neon. But you know what? It's no big deal. I'm going to finish coloring that in. And then I'll change the color of it. Because that's grotesque. Yeah, see, just like that. Tore up the paper a little bit. That's alright. No biggie. This is a little sample, dude. But ain't he cute? And then when you chop him up. Okay, you do your fussy cutting. They do have the die set for this, but they were sold out. If you have your scan and cut, you can scan and cut them, of course, so you don't need that. If you have a Cricut and know some of the basics, you can stamp your image, go into your program, and then do like just an outline cut of him and make your own like die cut for him that way. But I'm too lazy. I would just rather cut him out. Super easy. He cuts out really nice. Now this is what I was talking about, you know, nice fall colors. Got your little gnome in there. Now, granted, okay, I can see that. I can see that there's a big void in there. Shakers, you know, little orange sparkles, sprinkles. You know, it doesn't have to be full, just a little bit of shaking going on in there. Or you can find a big leaf to set him on and put him over a big leaf. And you've got a little Nomi Thanksgiving card going on. Or do this in Christmas colors and put a poinsettia behind him. Do him in the Easter colors. Put a nice Easter lily or an egg or something behind him. Super cute. I need to get busy and make some cards. Well, I hope you had fun or enjoyed some of the products I showed today from brutusmonroe.com. I will see you next time, and I really do hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.